Mapisa Ngakula, and the Honorable Chairperson of the NCOP, who is also here. We don't have a long program because the people of the Western Cape are waiting. We won't keep you long, I can assure you of that. There's a 2-minute rule, 2-minute rule for anyone that is called to say something. If 2 minutes is over, I will step to the microphone and take over. No offense, man. Can we all rise so that we can sing the national anthem? And those wearing caps, please remove your caps. Thank you very much. Without any further ado, I want to invite the Honourable Speaker of the National Assembly. May I ask the leaders of parties to take their seats? You are delaying my program now. Thank you. I now invite the Honourable Speaker of the National Assembly, the Honourable Nosiviwe Mapisa Ngakula, who will deliver a short congratulatory message. The Honourable Speaker.
Thank you, Program Director, the Chairperson of SARU. Thank you, President of SARU. Thank you very much for giving us the honor to interact with the Springboks. The management, Sia, I don't know what to say. Sia and team. Thank you. Thank you for honoring us with your presence. You may think that this is an honor we are giving you, but actually it's an honor that you've agreed to come and join us this morning. We are celebrating, we are happy, it's been prayers, there have been tears of joy. I must tell you, I grew up in an area where there's rugby. So up to a scrum, I scrum too. So in my house, we scrum. And when we are pushed, we scream at you. And one of us threw a cushion on the TV and said, the New Zealanders are pushing them. So you need to understand how we feel about this sport. But you know what? You are here today in a parliament which has paved the way and enacted laws that will allow for us today to call you a Springbok that has both black and white people. And this is what we are celebrating as South Africans. We are celebrating a united nation behind the Springboks. I don't think you realize the kind of support and unity which you have brought to South Africa as a result of your win. Thank you, guys. You've made us proud. You've made the whole country, not that the other sports scores don't matter, Minister. They do matter. But you know what? You offered to come to Parliament. Others, sometimes they said, oh, no, we know you are tired. We know you are exhausted. You can't wait to go back to your clubs. You can't wait to go back to your families. But the point is you've agreed because you know what? This is the house. This is where we came up with all these laws. You know, there was a time in South Africa when there was something called the leopards. I don't know, President, I'm sorry if you remember. There were the leopards, and then you had the Springboks. Today we have the Springboks, and the Springboks are a team that has both black and white South Africans. You are our patriots. You are our heroes. Thank you very much. Cheers to you guys.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker, and thank you for keeping to the 2-minute rule. We are now inviting the President of SARU, Mr. Mark Alexander, to pass a few remarks. The President, Mark Alexander, thank you.
Good morning. The Speaker and the Chairperson, leaders of political parties, parliamentarians, fellow South Africans. On behalf of the South African Rugby Union, I want to convey our heartfelt appreciation to all fellow South Africans for your unwavering support and boundless passion throughout this victory journey in the World Cup. Your TikToks, your YouTube videos, Facebook posts celebrating our victories were instrumental in motivating our team as they fought gallantly on the field. Our players drew immense strength from your messages and videos, playing with determination to ensure that they do not disappoint you. We are stronger when we stand together. So thank you, South Africans. Thank you to our government. And thank you all to support us. I thank you.
Thank you very much to the President of SARU. I now invite the captain, our homeboy. He's from Ikaya. The captain of the Springbok team, Kolisi, to pass his remarks. I asked him if 2 minutes is enough, and then I thought I'm making a mistake because the Springboks have now won the World Cup 4 times. So you can go a little bit beyond 2, Sia. Let's invite Sia. Give him a thunderous welcome.
No, it's too much. Thank you so much, Mr. Florence. Yeah, thank you. Yibogele na yibogele awangaziyo awazange awazange babo awazange babo awazange babo. That's 2 minutes. That's 2 minutes. No. I don't have a lot to say. I just think us as a team, being here today and yesterday, being at the Union Building, I think I want to take the time to say thank you to all of you for the work that you do and the work that you've done. And we want to thank those who are not with us anymore, who fought for me and Peter and all of them to be able to play in the same team. I don't think we thank. I think born in a country where a lot is divided, for people to fight and not get the opportunity and willing to die, not get the opportunity to see the South Africa we see today, I think for us as a group, I think we honored that by the way we played, by the fight we showed, and we showed what unity does as a country, and I think that's our strength, and I hope that going forward in business, in everyday life, that we understand that the team only won because we decided to put our different cultures and our differences aside and focus on the country. I think that's the most important thing. And yeah, and I would like to say, yeah, thank you for everything that you've done, for supporting Coach Jock and his management team when they presented the plan, that you supported them. So thank you for that. And obviously to the people, Kapstad, so many. This is home away from home for me. I think for a lot of us here, we just want to say thank you for your emotions, for everything that you've shown, the videos we saw, the TikToks, the Instagram, the Facebook messages. Honestly, that kept us going. It was difficult. We were together for 20 weeks, and we had to do something that's never been done before, and you showed that support that we've never achieved, gotten before. So we are here because of you, and we are you, and I want you to see us. And I know we all come from different walks of life. We do too. But I'm just letting you know that this team represents you, and wherever you come from, it's possible. Yes, you might be in a difficult situation right now, grow up in an environment that doesn't give you opportunities. It's our job to give our best because we have the platform, but it's our job too to create opportunities for the next generation. So hopefully we can use this World Cup win with all the attention we receive. We will do our best to use it for the people in the community. So thank you so much for all that you do. And I hope if you felt of giving up or things are too tough in the country, these men come from exactly where you come from. So it is possible. Stay positive, stay strong. Please, let's encourage each other, let's build each other. No matter how tough it is, the sun will come up the next day. We appreciate you, we love you. We say, go Boks!
Thank you very much, son of the soil, for that inspiring message. I will now invite the Speaker and the Secretary to Parliament, accompanied by the Chairperson of the NCOP, to hand over a miniature version of the bust. One of the reasons why the team came here today, all of us know former President Mandela Madiba's statue is in front of the National Assembly. But due to the construction work that is taking place, we cannot take a photo there. So the administration and the Speaker thought it befitting to give each member, we'll first give just to the Springbok representatives here on the stage, and then thereafter the rest of the entourage will receive their gifts as you leave into the bus. I ask now the Speaker, the Chairperson and the Secretary just to hand over the miniature bus, please.
May I... Sorry, Frolic, for disorganizing you. I would like to invite the leaders of political parties, starting with the Chief Whip, to join us, but also the Minister and the Deputy Minister. There are more boxes. There are others at the back. We will just take a few rows, and then the rest then can be distributed later. Thank you very much.
For those who are handing over the gifts, remember there's cameras behind you, so they would like to see your faces as well. groenbok. Een groenbokje. Groenbokje. SAC.
Can I leave now for the city hall? No, when I leave to the airport.
No, I'm looking for it. It's just now local things and photos. That's all.
All right, of course, we're seeing the handing over of gifts from the NCOP to the Springboks at the direction of the Speaker of Parliament, Nosivio Mapisa Ngakula. But also expected to speak as well is the leader of the opposition, John Steenhuisen, as well as Minister Zizi Kodwa. They're also expected to say a few words, but also touching was that speech by Kolisi around hope. And that seems to be the overarching, theme for this World Cup trophy tour, especially overall just the win of this cup by South Africa. The captain, Kolisi, has often reiterated that this cup brings hope to many South Africans, and he hopes that everyone watching this now is inspired that their lives too will turn around. Because, I mean, when you look at the Springboks as well, these are the very same men that come from similar backgrounds that many South Africans come from, often, previously disadvantaged rural areas, townships. But today here they stand very tall and proud to be World Cup champions, 4-time World Cup champions. And once again, Kolisi saying that this is a message of hope for all South Africans, that they too shall, can and will overcome whatever barriers and odds that they are faced with. So as we anticipate, of course, more people to speak, it seems like the program will be ongoing as well, with more, of course, to speak. This, of course, as the tour bus is expected to make its way to other points, such as Lagabonte Hill as well, and other parts of the city of Cape Town. We're seeing, of course, fans still standing by with their flags, their rugby jerseys, adorning the colours of the Springboks, whipping out their phones just to take pictures and videos of this historical moment, this proud moment for every single South African in the country, especially those with an opportunity to see the Springboks and the Cup. But I think I see there that the is it the minister that's speaking there? Some of the members that are, of course, expected to, of course, speak during this time. Amos Masondo, there he is as well, taken to the podium and speaking at this stage. I'm not sure if we can listen in live to what he has to say. My team telling me that they're ready, of course, to listen to what Amos Masondo has to say.
Program Director, it is indeed a rare honor to stand here in front of Parliament, and more specifically in front of the NCOP, to salute the winners of the 2023 Rugby World Cup, the Springboks, for bringing the World Ellis Cup home one more time. They did it, as we all know, in 1995, again in 2007, again in 2019, and again last weekend. We salute you. We salute you, everybody in the team, for clinching the 4th World Cup victory. The achievement, of course, is more than just rugby. It is a reflection of our nation enduring resilience, enduring unity, and the rich tapestry of our diverse cultures. Yes, for the past 2 months, you united people of different cultures, people who speak different languages. Once again, you placed our country on the international map. Your efforts, your victory, have contributed to building a united South Africa that is able to take its rightful place in the family of nations. We congratulate South Africans and Springbok-loving fans around the world for their great support and for demonstrating their confidence in you. Surely, your victory has inspired many South Africans of all races and backgrounds, especially the young. As we know, sport can help foster a sense of community and belonging, and can also have a positive impact on society. It can also help to promote social cohesion, national pride, and unity. So with one voice we say, Viva Erasmus, Viva! Viva Jaguars Ninabar, Viva! Viva Kolisi, Viva! Viva Mapogopogo, Viva! Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chairperson. We've come to the end of proceedings. Just one request for a photo opportunity. Those who are sitting on the stage, please retain your positions. We invite now the players to join just behind, and members of parliament behind them and on the sides.
Yeah, we're back, baby. I'm a box style. South Africa, South. This one is for you. Let's go. France. So yeah, we're taking the load shedding for France, boy. Lights down when we land. Lights down when we touch down. Yeah, let's go, Bob. A bim bim. Switch off the lights, boy. Everybody sing, Dubu Chavez. Everybody sing, Dubu Chavez. Everybody sing, Dubu Chavez.
Hi, Tumelo, I don't know if you can hear me. Obviously, we're here out at the Grand Parade. We are waiting the arrival of the world champions. They were out in Parliament meeting the Speaker of Parliament and the parliamentarians. Now they're going to make their way out to the Grand Parade, where they're going to get one of the biggest receptions they've received since returning back into the country. The fans have been here since 6 o'clock in the morning. And the number of people have just grown and grown and grown. You've got the youngest of kids here to the oldest of people from all walks of life. People are going to work and decided that they're going to stand here and just await to see the arrival of the 4-time world champions. It's been a festive mood. There was a bit of rain earlier on in the morning, but the skies have cleared, the rain has stayed away, and it's allowed for the people of Cape Town to come out and salute the heroes who did them proud in France at the Rugby World Cup. A team that overcame a lot of adversity, starting with that quarterfinal win over the host nation France, winning that by 1 point, going on to that semi-final where they played England, a team that they beat 4 years ago out in Tokyo. Also, they won that semi-final by 1 point. And then they went on to the final where they made the Old Foe their biggest adversary and one of the, and if not the biggest rivalry in world rugby, which was the All Blacks. And they were able to overcome the All Blacks as well by 1 point to become the first team to win 4 World Cup titles and become the second team after the All Black team of 2011 and 2015 to win it back-to-back. After their victory in Tokyo 4 years ago, and they added this, and Kolisi becomes only the second man to lead a team to back-to-back World Cup victories after the All Blacks, Richie McCaw. And again, Kolisi remains a crowd favorite, a fan favorite amongst many South Africans. I think his elevation to becoming the first Black Springbok captain in 2018, cemented him or gave him icon status within South Africa. But then I think winning the World Cup in 2019 and also winning the World Cup this year has elevated him to not only becoming a rugby immortal but also becoming a South African immortal. But it's not just him. You look at that team, a lot of those players come from the Western Cape. A lot of those players played for the Stormers. A guy like Stephen Kitsoff captained the Stormers to last year's URC victory, becoming the first South African team to win the URC. Also in that team is Bongi Mbonambu, who now plays for the Sharks. They played a lot of his rugby at the Stormers. Frans Malherbe, the other starting prop, who comes from Cape Town, also played for the Stormers. You've got the like of Eben Itzebeth, who played a lot of his rugby from junior rugby all the way to senior rugby. He had played for a long time here in Cape Town for the Stormers. And then you've got obviously Kolisi and Dwayne Vermeulen, also players that played for the Stormers. And then you move on to the backline. A guy like Jason Colby, another favorite of the people here. Another favorite. And here, and that noise is coming now. The Springboks have stepped out. Eben Itzebeth, the man that they call Elizabeth, has now stepped out, and they're just screaming. They're screaming for him. Styling there is new haircut, a haircut that he received from teammate RWC Snyman. They're taking a bet that if the Springboks do win the World Cup, Eben did say if the Springboks win the World Cup, you'll be spotting a similar haircut to that of RWC Snyman. And RWC Snyman could not wait after the final to get out his clippers, and he did the job. A very good job he did actually on Eben Itzebeth, the man popularly known as Elizabeth. I think there next to them is Dr. Mompane, the man who's been looking after the health and well-being of this team. And what a wonderful job, along with the likes of Greg Daniels, Renee Naylor, many of the backroom medical staff that have really made sure that these warriors, these gladiators, for the last 3 weeks were in prime condition and were able to overcome probably the toughest route ever by any team to win a Rugby World Cup. I see now a lot of the families are coming out, the wives, girlfriends, kids of the players. They're going to go and be seated now before the beginning of the formalities here at the Grand Parade. And there's Rachel Kolisi with her daughter and Sia Kolisi's sister. They've come back all the way from France, from Paris, just to be part of these festivities, and they'll be going back because Sia needs to go begin his new career out at Racing Metro. And there's his son Nicholas as well. All all draped in the Springbok jersey. And Rachel, I mean, has been a source of strength for Sia. She's been a rock, not only for him as a player, but also as a father, and has looked after his family. And she's run the Kolisi Foundation as well. And there she goes with Sia's sister and their daughter. And again, cheers from the crowd. People just love the Kolisi family. And right there is his son, Nicholas. Sia's son, Nicholas. And there are more, again, of the family members of the players.
Standing by. A very good morning to you. Well, the Springbok team is just leaving the parliamentary precinct now, where they've interacted with the presiding officers of the National Council of Provinces, Amos Masondo, as well as National Assembly Speaker Nosiviwe Mapisa-Nqakula. They were handed some gifts here. It was a miniature statue of the late former President Nelson Mandela statue. We obviously know that there are renovations taking place on the outside of the National Assembly precinct. So behind me, you can see that some of the supporters here, parliamentary staff, are still trying to get a photo moment here as the Springbok team has now gotten into the bus, and they will shortly be making their way down to the Grand Parade. But it was a very celebratory atmosphere here, as you can hear. Loud cheers there after the Springbok team were right here on the steps of the National Council of Provinces, interacting with the officials here, but also addressing the crowd. They had a very positive message coming from Springbok captain Sia Kolisi, where he addressed not only issues with regards to what is going on in South Africa in the present moment, but also motivating supporters here, saying that whatever they go through in life, these Springbok players should be an example for any other boy in any little town or big city in the country, as motivation for them to then persevere and to push through and to realize their dreams. So his message landed very well with the supporters here. But as you can see here in the parliamentary precinct, huge excitement for the Boks, as the team is now about to leave from here to the Grand Parade opposite the City Hall, and from there they will be embarking on the trophy tour through the major routes here in the Cape Town CBD, also making their way later to Langa and then to Bonteheuwel as well. Yes, so indeed. Tell me, what did you make of the Boks visit here?
We are so happy! We are happy! I hope Mandela's bones are broken! Yeah, what a wonderful time we had! Thank you, the Boks! We are so happy! Say thank you, God! Siyabonga, Mzansi, siyabonga!
Boks is the best. They really played well. Well done, Boks. Very proud of you.
She's a bit shy there to speak.
Well done to the Boks. We love you.
A lot of excitement here after the Springbok team has just left the parliamentary precincts. Sia made his way up the formation that was formed here by the crowd just on the outside steps. There was a bit of a perimeter set so that the crowd could not go any closer, and obviously to control the crowd that is now here on the outside of the NCOP precinct to come and welcome the Springboks and to come and congratulate them. And many of them tried to get a photo opportunity in, and he actually indulged them. He stopped and allowing some of the supporters who've lined up to then take a picture with him.
I feel good.
Which player did you see? Which you like?
I like Faf.
Babuji, so nice to be in Parliament today. We're enjoying Sia. He's my homeboy from PE. Hi, Sia.
They don't know what we don't know. Hulle weet nie wat ons weet nie. That's it.
Did you get a photo opportunity with one of the players?
No, not really, but I got at least 4 signatures of one of the players. Andre Pollard, Folly Leroux, Damien Allende, and Vincent Koch. Yeah, that's marvelous for me.
We're the champions of the world! 4 times!
Thank you so much.
Go Bokke! Go Bokke! Go Bokke! Go Bokke! Go Bokke! Go Bokke! 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 Bokke!
Loud cheers, a lot of excitement here in the parliamentary precinct for the Springboks. As you can hear that lady taking the microphone and start singing there. Obviously, some of these supporters out here indicated that they have been waiting out here in the precinct. It was slightly raining earlier on, but that did not seem to deter the supporters who've lined up here outside the National Council of Provinces steps, where the members of parliament, there were also the chief whips. I saw a number of them there also taking an opportunity, or trying to get an opportunity at least, to get a photo opportunity with some of the players here who indulged them. And when the names of the players were called out from the crowd, they very eagerly engaged and waved back. So a lot of support, a lot of cheer, as we've seen over the past couple of days. And ever since that victorious game that the Bokke had against the All Blacks, South Africa came coming out in their numbers to congratulate and cheer for the Bokke.
Bokke! Jesse, football pick, Jesse! Kriebel pick alsjeblieft! Well done, Bokkers! Well done, well done!
Very proud of you, Bokke.
Thank you for signing my shirt, Sia Kolisi. I'm really
Who signed there?
Sia Kolisi.
Really? Well, and how did you feel?
Good.
Good. There's a little boy, he's very emotional, Tumelo, so shame. He just started tearing up there when he explained to me that Sia Kolisi signed on his rugby jersey. And you can obviously see from that emotion from that little one there as well, how these supporters out here feel to be able to interact so closely with the Springboks. And that speaks to the issue of the unifying impact of the sport as well, that was also highlighted here on this very podium by the Speaker of Parliament as well, stressing the importance of not only rugby but all sporting codes in a South African context and unifying the nation, Tumelo.
Absolutely, Kevin. And I mean, those emotions will be running throughout the day when everybody gets a glimpse, or at least those who will be making their way through that route that the tour bus will be embarking on. I can imagine the emotions that will run dry. And we're looking at that tour bus right now, arriving at City Hall at this moment. This is the Springboks, of course, continuing on with their tour. You could see there just some of the officials trying to assist in as far as crowd control is concerned. This is just to assure the safety of everyone involved, the motorists that are driving alongside the bus, the fans, South Africans that came to watch the Springboks during their trophy tour, but also the Springboks themselves, and of course that Webb Ellis Cup that they have to show off. So you can see there very much a strong law enforcement and traffic control contingency there escorting the bus, and officials also on the ground doing what they can in as far as crowd control is concerned.